Let's come into a flow today, into a non-practice, I want to call it, because, and if we call it a practice, I want it to be with the understanding that we're not coming to a practice to become better, not as students, not that we're not learning, but not with that mindset that we're still going somewhere, right? I just want us to experience the flow. We're not coming from somewhere, we're not breathing ourselves into a different state, even though that might be the case. I just want us to join in already as we are, with the understanding that we're enough. If something elevates within us, then so be it. If not, so be it. It is this total acceptance and surrender and a state of effortless being. I want us to, again, practice this new reality without coming to a practice. It's like we're exploring in play with the energetic waves that are present right now. So we're simply being with each other. We're being with the energies. Into this practice of meditation, healing, adjustment, without a care, without an outcome, without an expectation. It's just this complete freedom of enjoying each other, recognizing each other. So if it is a practice, it's like a practice of remembering, reminiscent of unity and unconditional love. That is so it. It just is. It's everywhere. I want some cards. Again, just to make fun of myself. Ooh. Six of Cups. Did I mention nostalgia? Remember when we were children? It is that inner child, isn't it? I really feel yesterday's reading, or whatever yesterday was, it felt like the inner child was the common denominator of all these experiences. Oh, what's the second card? Three of Pentacles. So I had the Three of Pentacles last night. I like this one better. But this one is, they're the same card. Three of Pentacles, different decks. of geometry. So I feel like if the inner child had different roles, right, or we perceived the inner child as different within ourselves, especially in different stages of our maturity, being the physical age or the spiritual maturity, the spiritual perception and understanding of the self. Now, the inner child is working together as one. There is no behavioral difference, right? Remember, I vaguely remember, even though it's only maybe 3 years ago when I had a job. And I mean, I have a job, but like a real job that you go to the office to. And you were one person at the office, right? You're that employee with that role, with a certain set of behavior and expectations. And then you would go out with your friends, and then you would be totally different. And then you would come home and you'd be a mom, a wife, and that's yet different. And I remember, why can I be the same person? Because I feel myself shifting. I feel that I'm, 12 different people. And the effort that it takes to be those 12 people was exhausting. And now I'm like, wow, that is what? How did I even do that? Where did I even had that? Where the energy came from to do that? It feels exhausting just remembering about that, right? But yet there's something about this that's kind of very similar, right? There is an inner child that has different levels of playfulness and spontaneity and unrationality, because love is not rational, right? When I ask my daughter, why do you like this? She looks at me and it's like, I just like it. Why do you want to go there? I just want to. And that's that. Why do you like the color green? So the more of those we have, the more unification, this inner child, right? And it's not it's a remembrance. It should feel so familiar. And this practice is about making this a reality without any effort at all. And we're not abandoning the body. We're just sitting with this together. We're sensing. We're allowing the cells to open up. Again, we can set an intent but it's in the interconnectivity of the entire system throughout the density of the self that energy flows anyway. So it is so effortless that we don't even have to intend for healing, intend for expansion, whatever. It's like, can you celebrate? Can you celebrate and see? Well, I'm very much a seer. Whatever it is for you, can you see that interconnectivity? Can you realize the wholeness of your system, the whole system, right? Your body, your emotional, your mental, your spirit, your oversoul, whatever is between those, your angelic nature, your oneness nature. It is all the same, but translated through the layers of density, right? So right now we're just focusing on whatever, maybe the oversoul down, let's say, all the way to the material. And that focus is from the stillness, the void, observing the oversoul. If we have to put a hierarchy to it, again, just mind stuff. It might be true, might not be true. We might be off. Do we care? No, I don't care. Because, the more I go into this stuff, and yet I love it. I love it. It just makes me laugh about what my mind can conjure, what our imagination can make up. And that, yeah, it's like, it is a play, right? It's totally a play of the child's imagination. What can we create? What world can we dream of without rational justification, without a reason, without a goal? Why do you make a sandcastle? Right? You know the tide is going to come in and sweep it away. And I think that's where we're stepping into this life, that what will you create knowing that it's mortal? It has an expiration date, right? It's this body. What will you create, right? Yeah, like we're coming into this, the body is the instrument. We can still enjoy it, we can still honor it. But when we shift into this childlike nature of things cannot be serious. They cannot be attached. Who cares if it's gonna get destroyed 10 minutes? Like little kids especially, right? They would make a tower and then they would love to see it destroyed. Sometimes they make it just to destroy it, right? How profound is that? And oh my God, feel into that freedom. It's like, it's hurting my heart chakra. It's like both. It's like it's trying to contract it, but it's expanding, or maybe that's what it is. It's expanding so hard that the tissue is like, oh my god! So it's trying to contract it because it's expanding so hard so fast. Allow the energy to just flow in your body, whatever it wants to do. And this is it. Let's just stay. Let's just stay in this reality. Stay in the interconnectivity, right? There's teamwork between the mechanisms of the selves. Between every density, there is I keep calling it translation. I don't know what else to call it, right? There's a transfer of energy from one reality, from one density, from one vibrational bandwidth, let's just say, right? That connection I just feel like it's already there. It's like just celebrate it and don't care. Don't care if it works. Don't care how well it works, how efficient it works, how effective it works. I was all about effectiveness and efficiency, right? Now I'm into this place of just stop caring. So if you do care, it's more from observation, right? It's like, again, it's like a remembrance because somehow that system is here. So somehow that system had to be made by someone. I keep saying, things don't just happen hocus pocus. Somebody actually thought things through. They put in the details. Every single detail of an ant has been thoroughly thought out, right? So somebody already did that. Can you guess who that person was? So because of that, like there was a part of you that is very familiar. It already worried, let's just say, if I have to use that word, it already worried about that mechanism, that system. And now you get to play because you're here. Yeah. Is it your job to care about it? No, I don't see. It's like we don't have the X-ray vision. Some of us do, but we don't have the super extra capabilities within this instrument. So then I feel like it's not our job. It's not our responsibility. Our responsibility is to play. As of today, that's the energy today. We'll see tomorrow. And walk. Be careful how you stand up. But allow this mindset, if I'm going to call it that, Allow this perception, this reality to follow you. And your body. And just notice how your body changes, how your decisions change throughout the day, from what place you're making those decisions, from what place you are perceiving certain situations, as this energy becomes. But of course, what are you talking about? It's always been like that. Because that's how change happens. Change happens in one moment. It's everything that leads up to that moment. And when the shift happens, what? Who's that other person from a moment ago? It is so funny. It's just funny. So have an amazing day playing, and I will see you around. Bye.